Oh! What is that?
Come on, answer the question. Come on, answer it.
I'm angry at myself!
Yes! Oh, look at this shot, man. Alright, Firebook episode 6. What a treat last episode was. After thinking about it a little bit more, I think it definitely could be one of my favorite episodes. And I've heard that season 3 is just filled with fantastic episodes. So we'll see how that holds up as we get through the rest of the season here. Very minimal Aang stuff last episode, so I imagine we'll get back to some of that for this episode. And no Iroh from last episode as well. I want an update on what's going on with that. But we did see what the crazy assassin dude that Zuko hired to go and hunt down Aang can do, and he's a freak. I still don't really know what's going on with him, but some of those scenes from last episode with him were so different, and they were thrown in at really interesting times that really caught you off guard. I didn't actually talk about that last episode, but there was some really good stuff in there. So I imagine we'll get a little bit more of what's going on with that in the coming episodes as well. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access if you're interested, and with all that being said, enjoy the video. The Avatar and the Fire Lord. Talk to me then.
It's time you learned my history with Fire Lord Suzy.
I think it is time.
Meet me on my home island on the day of the summer solstice.
Yes, sir. Man had a dream about it.
Roku.
Okay. Oh, good transition.
You need to know the story of your great-grandfather's demise. It will reveal
Oh,
your own destiny.
This is great. This juxtapositioning between Aang and Zuko. Is it Iroh? Has he busted out? Oh, we're in the cloud again.
There's nothing here.
There was.
Yes, there is. Hundreds of houses, all completely buried.
Oh, that's kind of tragic.
What do you remember about our great-grandfather?
Yeah, here we go, here we go.
Oh, Zuko, it's so strange how your mind works.
Isn't it?
He famously waited for the comet, later renamed Sozin's Comet, and used its power to launch his full-scale invasion of the world.
But how did he die?
Didn't you pay any attention in school, Zuko? He died peacefully, in his sleep.
There'll be more to that for sure. Okay. Oh, he lost his hair.
What does it mean?
I promise you it's Iroh. I love stuff like this.
Fire sages keep the secret history in the Dragonbone Catacomb.
Oh, Aang has to go somewhere. Zuko has to go somewhere. Oh.
The final testament of Fire Lord Sozin.
Uh-huh.
Come.
Oh, good transition.
Can't help but think of a time when everything was so much brighter. I remember my friend.
Looks like I win again, Roku.
Are you kidding? The tree root did all the work.
I should have known, man.
Nice one, Sozin.
Oh,
friends with Fire Lord
oh, it's so good.
He was just Prince Sozin. And he was my best friend.
Prince Sozin, Prince Zuko.
Say something to her.
Same, bro, same.
We're here to announce the identity of the next Avatar. It is our honor to serve you, Avatar Roku.
And this is the moment he found out?
Hey, why aren't you packed yet, all-powerful Avatar? Show me how it's done using all 4 kinds of bending.
Dude, Sozin was a bit of a homie.
Here, I hope you're at least allowed to have this.
It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
I want you to have it.
That's big time, no? Does he still have that on? I can't tell. What just happened?
This was the first.
Look, he does have it. It's in. Oh, dude. Everything is connected, man. So Roku and Sozin were big homies. Like, what happened between them?
I can't believe you were friends with Monkey Yatso just like I was.
Some friendships are so strong, they can even transcend lifetimes. Waterbending was especially challenging for me.
Right. Because it's like the opposite of fire, right? Like how Earth was really hard for Aang. Oh my god.
I moved on to the Earth
Oh,
Kingdom.
nice. Not the T, man. Not T. And how cool was Roku?
But the results were worth it.
This the main theme? Okay. Oh, yeah, I love that so much.
When Roku returned, he was a fully realized avatar.
Jumping back and forth from Roku and Sozan's
Or
perspective.
should I say, Fire Lord?
Customarily, my subjects bow before greeting me. But you're the exception.
Still homies? Okay, what happened, man?
After all these years, he was still my best friend. And a few months later, he was my best man.
Did he marry the same girl?
It's that girl who didn't even know you were alive.
When love is real,
Woo.
it finds a way. And being the avatar doesn't hurt your chances.
I was gonna say.
I had my own vision for a brighter future.
What's on your mind?
I've been thinking hard about the state of the world lately.
Sozan, it's my wedding. Have a cookie.
Yeah, it's not the time, man.
Right from the start, I was destined to be Fire Lord. You were destined to be the Avatar.
Uh-huh.
It's an amazing stroke of fate we know each other so well, isn't it? Our nation is enjoying an unprecedented time of peace and wealth.
What's the problem?
Our people are happy, and we're so fortunate in so many ways.
Uh-huh.
We should share this prosperity with the rest of the world. It's time we expanded it.
No. The
Okay.
four nations are meant to be just that.
Oh.
This is the last I want to hear about this.
Okay.
It was many years before I learned that Sozan had gone ahead with his plan, despite my warning.
He was always gonna try. So the cause seems just, but the way he wants to do it is not it. Expand the Fire Nation instead of try and make all the other nations as equally peaceful and prosperous.
How dare you occupy Earth Kingdom territory? How dare you, a citizen of the Fire Nation, address your Fire Lord
And this is how it happened. Don't mess with the Avatar. Yes, sir! You're no match, man. Without the comet, you have no chance. At will, man, at will.
I'm sparing you, Sozan. I'm letting you go in the name of our past tradition. Even a single step out of line.
It's a
will
big
result in
message.
your permanent end. Sozan and I didn't speak or see each other for 25 years after our battle.
Wasn't much of a battle, was it? Oh, the ash. Oh, the volcano probably just erupted, huh? Yeah, that they're living on, and that's why the whole bloody place is covered in ash now, in the present. Yeah, this is the whole town. Well, the dragon got out, though. Oh my god, that's a crazy image. Yeah, he's got to do his thing. Is this how Roku died?
Roku's island was 100 miles away, but I could still feel it
The
rumbling.
rumbling.
I had never seen anything like this catastrophe.
Jesus. Now, can we stop an erupting volcano? Jesus, look at that. Yeah, that's looking like time to find a new home to me. Okay, divert the path, I see you. Isn't this very similar to what Aang did?
Amazing, Roku. You're battling a volcano, and you're winning.
My success didn't last, Aang.
Now, I'm not a volcano expert, but at some point, shouldn't you just leave and let it happen? Like, I don't know what the fallout could be of this. Oh, man.
The poisonous volcanic gases were overwhelming.
Jesus, like it's making thunder happen up in there. Oh, and we should have done this at the beginning. Maybe he's trying to keep it from going towards the Fire Nation, right? Is that the play here? You're lying.
Old friend.
Sozan?
You're lying! Not the second volcano. Oh, and they were enemies, and then they worked together. Oh, it's Aang and Zuko, man. It's Aang and Zuko.
Don't breathe the toxic gas.
Oh, uh-oh. That's GG.
Please. Without you, all my plans are suddenly possible. I have a vision for the future.
Damn, he's got his own dragon. And he just leaves him? Ah! Oh, it's GG. Oh, the dragon went with him, man. Appa would do the same. That's Aang. That's little Aang.
Make sense of our
Yep.
past.
Yep.
And you will bring peace and restore balance in the world.
Roku?
With Roku gone and the great comet returning, the timing was
Yeah,
perfect. to
okay.
change
There
the
it
world.
is. There it is.
But somehow the new avatar eluded me. I know he's hiding out there somewhere. The Fire Nation's greatest threat.
Yep.
The last airbender.
Look at him. There he is. And Appa.
That can't be it.
My man was so invested. And me too. Hold on. Was that the dragon? What was going on in the foreground there? It might be. It was something. Iroh?
You sent this, didn't you? I found a secret history, which, by the way, should be renamed the history most people already know.
Why are you so angry always?
I needed to know about my great-grandfather's death, but he was still alive in the end.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he's talking.
You'll have more than one great-grandfather, Prince Zuko. Sozin was your father's grandfather.
I didn't even think about that.
His grandfather was Avatar Roku.
Yo, stop it, hold on, my head. First of all, Greg Baldwin sounds great. Second of all, wait, that's insane. Wait, that just came like out of complete left field for me. I didn't even consider this as a possibility. They're connected in so many ways, man.
Avatar Roku.
Why are you telling me this?
Because understanding the struggle between your two great-grandfathers can help you better understand the battle.
Oh,
within
that's
yourself.
what we're doing? Plays perfectly off last episode.
Always at war inside you, Zuko. It is your nature, your legacy. You alone can cleanse the sins of our family and the Fire Nation. The power to restore balance to the world.
It's phenomenal.
This is a royal
It's,
artifact.
yep.
It's supposed to be worn by the Crown Prince.
That both of his great-grandfathers wore.
Even after Roku showed him mercy, Sozin betrayed him like that? I don't think that was the point of what Roku showed me at all.
Then what was the point?
If anything, their story proves anyone's capable of great good and great evil.
Uh-huh.
Everyone, even the Fire Lord and the Fire Nation, have to be treated like they're worth giving a chance.
Do you really think friendships can last more than one lifetime?
I don't see why not.
Aww.
Well, scientifically speaking,
Sokka!
there's a way to prove that.
Oh, Sokka, just hold hands.
Oh my goodness. This show is so f***ing good. Shoutouts to one of my Patreon members who told me I was going to be in for it these next 2 episodes, and oh boy, that might be the best back-to-back thus far in the show. And look, I could be wrong, but we're still piecing things together, man, with what, 14, 15 episodes to go? Dude, after all this time, with Zuko spending so much of the show just despising the Avatar. The previous Avatar to Aang was his mother's grandfather, his great-grandfather. I went on a journey through that, and I was thinking there might be some things I have to unpack from all of that, but I think by the end of the episode, Aang and Iroh kind of just spell it out for us as it is, but that doesn't mean I'm still not going to talk about it. Oh man. So whilst I still think there are some pretty significant connections between Roku and Sozin and Aang and Zuko, when Iroh and Aang are talking at the end of the episode about, you know, everyone's capable of good, everyone's capable of evil, right? Like Zuko, there's good and evil constantly at war inside his heart. We've seen it throughout the whole series, and in their last encounter, Sozin, you know, came to help Roku, and then at the very end, he ended up betraying him. So right there, showing he was capable of some good, and then some bad straight away after that. But man, you think Aang and Zuko are like already so connected, man. It's like, how does it keep getting deeper? It can't get any more deeper than this, right? Like, I see a world where Aang threw the idea out already after he found Zuko as the blue spirit. Like, could we have been friends? You know, I want to see it, man. I want to see it at the very end of the series. I want to see Aang and Zuko get on the same page, be homies just one time, man. Dude, I can see images of Zuko, like, with the squad, with Sokka. I don't know, man. Just kicking it, having a good time. Like, I'm at the point where I need that. I've talked about it a lot throughout this series, but the more they stitch these characters together and the more layers they add onto Zuko, like, Iroh is saying, like, Zuko is the guy. You know, we think it's Aang. You know, Aang's gonna defeat Ozai and, like, bring balance, like, to the world again, right? Like, end this 100-year war. And Sozin, all those years ago, he's talking about he wants to expand that peace and prosperity, right? But he doesn't want to, like, give it to the other nations. He wants to just expand the Fire Nation, right? And Roku said, look, the 4 nations are the 4 nations. And I've been talking a lot about what Guru Pathik said about, you know, everything is connected. Even the 4 nations, like, being separated by, you know, by the elements is an illusion. So now I'm kind of not sure where we could go with that. Like, I've been saying we might get to a conclusion where, you know, we all become connected, you know, as Guru Pathik was saying. But maybe it's just in terms of the peace and prosperity, right? Maybe the whole world can be at peace, but still separated by the nations. We'll see. But back to what Uncle Iroh was saying to Zuko. Like, Zuko can fix everything. Zuko's legacy is the good and evil constantly fighting inside of him. And for Zuko to understand that and to understand, you know, what happened between Roku and Sozin, his 2 great grandfathers, is what is going to help him understand what he finally needs to do to, like, complete his redemption arc. And so he can say he's damn sorry to Iroh, get him out of there, and they can go and find the homies. I feel like that's gonna happen. Zuko is the one that's going to cleanse the sins of their family. You know, Sozin all those years ago, Ozai trying to repeat it. He can make the decision, Zuko, that Sozin didn't, right? Sozin chose not to save Roku. Maybe there's gonna be an instance where Zuko has to save Aang. I mean, he's already done that, but it might be in a bit more of a serious scenario than just rescuing Aang from Zhao. And the biggest line of all, man, Iroh says, Zuko has the power to restore balance to the world. That is the Avatar's thing, man. It's been Aang's thing this whole show, and now Iroh saying it about Zuko, whose great grandfather was an Avatar. It's just so good. Like, these are the kind of story things that I personally just go nuts for. If you haven't been able to tell already, give me epic moments, give me a good concept, and give me a juicy story. We've had some pretty epic fights, and I'm sure there's more to come. Bending in general, great concept, and just the story with Zuko alone, pun intended, with that one episode title, it is just so good, man. This is just like when I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, man, and you start to realize why Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was the best rated show at the time of all time. And it's the same here. I'm really understanding why Avatar holds up so well and why it's so highly regarded. I've already known that, obviously, but actually seeing it like this and appreciating it, I'm just so happy, man. I'm so happy I get to experience the show, make videos on it, and have people, you know, watch these videos and get to experience someone watching the show for the first time. I know there are so many Avatar reactions out there, but if mine can be even a little bit unique in their own way, that's enough for me. Man, I can't wait to see what happens at the end of the show, man. There might be a couple of really big binging sessions coming up for me of this show. I'm just so keen to get to the end there now and just have the whole picture and then be able to go back and rewatch the show, appreciate it even more. And that final scene was really good as well, when Aang's like, look, it's also about friendships, and Toph saying, do you think friendships can transcend lifetimes? I wonder what she's really talking about there, because as far as I know, Aang, Sokka, and Katara are like the only real friends that she's had. Maybe she just treasures them so much that she hopes like it'll last, you know, lifetimes beyond their current ones. But that was a really touching scene and some nice little comedic relief with Sokka right at the end, which the show does a fantastic job of. I'm just going to take a moment to look at the way that this season has been constructed. The first 2 episodes, we get a little bit of like world building for like the Fire Nation and what we're doing. Here's the situation with Aang. Here's the situation with Zuko. Again, so many similarities. And then the Aang gang's out there, you know, doing some good. Katara's getting stuff done. Sokka is becoming a sword master. So we're kind of preparing our characters for, I imagine, their big moments that they're going to have. And then Beach episode, where we suss out all of the main Fire Nation characters, or at least our 4 teenagers. And now we've gone all the way back in time and connected so many more dots between Roku and Sozin and Aang and Zuko. And it's just, there's so much setup. And I was saying last episode, it's not Ozai. Ozai is like the fakest antagonist in this whole show. It's not even about antagonists, man. It's like, is this what the whole show is about? You think Aang's the guy, but it's actually Zuko? No, but it's actually both of them. Like perhaps it was meant to be Roku and Sozin, and they could have done things differently. Sozin didn't have to try and, you know, take over the world like he did. He could have done it differently. Maybe Aang and Zuko do it the way that Roku and Sozin should have. That would be epic. Man, I love the ride that these last 2 episodes have taken me on, but I think I'm gonna stop myself there. It's hard to imagine this show getting any better than it is right now, but I'm certain that it does. So I'm gonna leave this one here now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next episode of Avatar.